This is called the RUPIYA PAISA series, and it's a set of 4 books for children about money. Well, money, every child knows what money is about, and they all know that we can buy a lot of things with money. But what we wanted to do at Pratham Books was to try to tell children that it's important to know where money comes from, how we can use it well, how we can save it, and how we can be happy managing our money. So children, they start by having, some of them are lucky enough to have pocket money, some of them don't have any money for a long time. But it isn't just about holding on to money, it's about how you make the most of it and how you therefore make the people around you also sensitive to the fact that money is for everyone to use as best as they can. So we wanted to bring this to children as early as we could. As you may be aware, Pratham Books is trying to promote reading among children, especially among children who have no access to books at all, or to children who have very little access to good books. So the idea was to make a set of books that was not just fun to read, it was also something that would teach them without having to, answer questions at the end of the page or at the end of the chapter. So this was learning, and we hope it is learning with fun about something that's really very important for all of us. Okay, so this set, RUPIYA PAISA series, has 4 books. The first one is The World of Money, and it's like an introduction to everything that goes on in the other books. The second one is about how money travels. The third one, The Money Managers, and the fourth one is Be Wise with Money. So the world of money is, the title says it all. It deals a little with everything about money. So where money came from, why we had money, how did we move from the barter system to money, and what do we do with money? We earn it, we save, we spend it, and we lose it, and we also borrow it from people, and then we repay. So what do we do with money when there are good times? What do we do with money, or how do we deal with bad times when we don't have money? So this, when you're talking to an adult, is easy enough. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But when you're talking to children, to explain all this in terms which are simple is the challenge. So how do you talk about investment and money and saving without using reams of paper? How do you put it in a small book like this? How do you make it attractive to a child who is not used to reading too much? So all these were the things that we had in mind when we made these books. So we started with the books for a reason. Pratham Books, as you know, is trying to bridge the gap between children who have no books and children who have books, so that we want more and more children, or we want every child to be reading exactly. Should we wait for all of them to learn to read? Should we wait for them to become good readers and then give them books that deal with serious topics like money? Or should we do it in a way that when they start reading about things that are important to them? We chose the latter because that's a faster way to get children, to streamline children, to make the whole thing more inclusive. We are not experts in the field. I'm good at many things, but not good with money. I am not from an economics background at all. So, but as a journalist, it was decided that it was best if I could talk to people who deal with money, who deal with children, who deal with people who have very little money. The best person we could think of was Mr. Vijay Mahajan of Basics, which is a Hyderabad-based NGO institution, MFI institution. So they deal with people at the grassroots about saving and all that. So we had a workshop with them, a write workshop. We got many topics to that we thought children should know about, and then we cut it down to a size that children could take in, and that's how the set of books came about.